after 15 years of marriage, I found out my husband had a mistress. But honestly, that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part was when she decided to call me. For most of our marriage, I genuinely believed I had the perfect life. My husband had a great career, we had a beautiful house, our families were close. We had a big group of friends. I spent my days working on what I loved, designing jewelry in my studio. It didn't make nearly as much money as his job, but it made me happy, and he always supported it. He cooked with me, he cleaned with me. Every Friday he made my favorite meal. If someone had asked me back then how my marriage was, I would have said it was perfect. So when I eventually discovered the truth, it didn't feel real at first. Because nothing in our life seemed broken. There were no big fights, no distance, at least none that I noticed. But eventually, the truth always finds a way out. I found out my husband had been seeing another woman. Not a one-time mistake, not a drunk night, an actual relationship. And apparently, it had been going on for a while. When I first discovered it, I expected to feel rage, but strangely, I didn't. What I felt instead was something much colder. Clarity. Because the moment you realize someone you trusted completely has been lying to your face, something inside you just switches off. So I started thinking, not about revenge, not about screaming or confronting him, but about what I actually wanted. And the answer surprised me. I didn't want to fight for him. I didn't want to compete with another woman. Because if someone is capable of betraying you after 15 years together, they're not a prize, they're a liability. So I quietly started preparing to leave. But before I could even do that, something unexpected happened. One evening, my phone rang. Unknown number. I answered. And a woman's voice said something that immediately told me who she was. She said, "Hi, I think you know who I am." It was her, the mistress. And the tone in her voice made it clear this wasn't an apology call. This was a victory call. She started explaining that she and my husband had been together, that their relationship was serious, that he had told her everything about our marriage. And then she said something I'll never forget. She said, "I think you should know, he doesn't really love you anymore." She genuinely believed she was delivering the final blow, like she had won something, like she had taken a trophy. So I let her talk. I didn't interrupt. I didn't argue. I just listened. And when she finally stopped talking, I said something that completely changed the tone of the conversation. I said, "You can have him." There was silence on the phone. Then I continued, "Honestly, if you want him, he's yours." And then I added the part that she clearly wasn't expecting. But don't forget something important. You didn't win anything. You just got the leftovers. Complete silence. So I explained it to her. If a man is capable of cheating on the woman he spent 15 years building a life with, then sooner or later, he will cheat on you too. Because people like that don't suddenly become loyal. They just change victims. And the reality is, she didn't steal a great man from me. She took a dishonest one off my hands. After that, she had nothing left to say. The call ended pretty quickly. And the funny thing is, I didn't feel angry. I didn't feel humiliated. I felt relieved. Because in that moment, I realized something important. She thought she had taken something valuable from me. But the truth was, she had just taken my problem.